Hi, I have no idea what channel this is gonna go on. I'm leaning more towards my vlog channel, but if this somehow fucking ends up on my main channel, that's kind of sick because I am filming on an iPhone and I did start filming on an iPhone. I swear to God, I also wear things other than hoodies. I just like filming in them. I don't know, I'm modest now. I've been debating making this video for a few weeks now. I just haven't really gotten around to it and I didn't want to sit down and film it when I wasn't really in the mood to film it. And if I ever did film it, I didn't want to feel like I was forcing anything. I genuinely wanted to just wait until the time was right and I felt like I had time to sit down and talk about it. I'm in Lake Tahoe right now with Benefit, which is also very fucking interesting because I am the literal furthest thing from a beauty guru, and I'm on this beautiful trip right now with all these amazing people and I'm having so much fun. And we were just on a long car ride back to the house that we're staying out here, which is incredible. It was probably like a 30-minute car ride, and the entire time I was just sitting with headphones in, listening to music, thinking about life, about YouTube, about the comments section, about people and what they have to say about me, and a bunch of stuff. And I kind of realized when I got back here, I had a few hours of free time before dinner and all of this stuff was actually weighing on my mind. I was actually thinking about it, and it's the perfect time to sit down and finally film this video. I basically just want to talk about hate and haters and the internet hating me and people disliking me and the hate comments that I get and all that kind of stuff and how I feel about it. So the other day I was on Twitter somewhere and I saw a tweet from somebody who didn't like me, and they basically were like, "You've changed, like I miss the old Tana." And I was gonna reply to them, like I literally quoted it to start replying, and I realized that I have way too much to say about that statement to put it in a 140 character tweet. And I get told that all the time. I see that comment all the time. And I remember growing up watching Bethany Moda, and when Bethany Moda started to kind of turn more into like a mainstream celebrity and was like a huge YouTuber and her stuff was in Aeropostale everywhere, I remember watching her videos and always seeing the top comment being, "You've changed." And now to like see that at me is very interesting. It's very weird. It's very like full circle. People always comment other people with "you've changed" as if it has a negative connotation. And don't get me wrong, people can change for the worse. People can grow negatively. But when people tell me I've changed, it reminds me of this image right here. I'll put it in the video, where it's two people sitting there and someone says, "You've changed," and it's like their brain with a little bit of flowers in it. And then the other person says, "I'd hope so," and there's a bunch of flowers in it. That's exactly how I feel every time someone tells me I've changed, because I know I've changed. I look back at my old videos and I love that girl, and I still am that girl, and I possess so many traits. Obviously I'm still Tana. I'll always be Tana, but I've grown so much as a human since when I first sat down and filmed Crazy Bitch in Target, or even He Fucked Me With a Toothbrush, or I dated a fuckboy, or my first stalker story. Like the amount of things I feel like I've learned about the world and people, and looking back at those videos and seeing how much I thought I knew then to how much I do know now, I love where I am now, if that makes sense. I've made a lot of mistakes along the way. I've fucked up along the way, but that doesn't always mean that just because I was that person then and to here I've made a lot of mistakes that I've gone downhill, that I've become a worse person. Everyone makes mistakes in this world, you know? It's about what you learn from them. I know that that's a very cliche, cheesy thing to say, but every mistake that you make in life, everything negative that you do, you can let that shit hold you back, and you can let people think that you're a horrible person. You can think yourself that you're a horrible person, whatever, or you can literally take those mistakes and learn as much as you can from them and continue to grow so you don't make them again. That doesn't mean that you're never gonna make mistakes again. It just means that you're human. It means that you're learning, and that's the only thing I think about what I do as a YouTuber, and putting my face out there and putting my name out there and talking to you guys and sharing every part of my life that I want to share with millions of people. That can get frustrating, is that the internet sucks with mistakes. Every mistake I've ever made, hundreds of thousands of people will always hold me accountable for. And every mistake I make, after each mistake, people are looking at it as like, "Oh, she keeps fucking up. Like she's the worst person. Like she did this and now she did this." Yeah, that's what human beings do. They make mistakes after mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. Does that mean that you're a shitty fucking person? No. It's what you take from each of those mistakes to better yourself as a person. Does that mean that once you made a mistake and you've apologized, grown, learned from it, whatever, that you're never gonna make a mistake again? Fuck no. Does that mean you're never gonna be insensitive again? Does that mean you're never gonna be ignorant again? Does that mean you're never gonna be stupid again? No, we are all only human. And it's crazy to me because the millions of people that do watch me, whether they love me or they hate me, the people leaving me hate comments and the people leaving me loving comments, those people make hundreds of thousands of mistakes in their everyday life. And that's okay, because because they're human. But then they come on my videos and they're like, fuck you. You don't learn from anything. Like, I miss the old Tana. Like, when in reality, whether the scenarios of the mistakes are the same or the severities of the mistakes are the same, we're the same. We're both just human beings making mistakes, walking through life, growing from them, learning from them, and continuing to better ourselves. But the difference is I share that with millions of people. So every mistake I ever make doesn't get erased. It doesn't go away. It doesn't dissipate with time. It's like they rack up, and people have so much to say about that, when in reality, everyone's mistakes are technically racking up. We're all going through life continuing to make mistakes, but mine just never go away. And that's why when I make a mistake or I do something wrong or whatever, and people say like, I miss the old Tana, like, you've changed, like, you're horrible now, like, it just doesn't faze me, because I know I'm not. I know that from every mistake I make, I am continuing to learn, and the only person I have to justify that to truly is myself. I guess that brings me to my next point, which I've made in videos before, 100%. It's that the only opinion in life that really matters is your own. The only person's opinion of you that truly matters is you, and the only person who knows you as a person is you. I think that that's one of the main reasons why when people hate on me, it's easy to compartmentalize and step out of it and remind myself that even if someone is hating on me and they think they have me all figured out and they think that they know me, they don't. They know what I've chosen to share with the world or what other people have shared of certain moments of my life, but they don't know me and my heart and my soul and my intentions. And whether they believe me or not, whether they think I'm a liar or not, I know who I am. And doing what I do on YouTube has taught me so much about that, so much about self-awareness, self-worth, believing in yourself. And that's why when people ask me, I guess, if the hate now gets to me and if I miss the way that it was when I got no hate and I was the old Tana, I'm very quick to say no, because I still know who I am. I still know that I am still that girl, but all that's happened is I've grown and learned from so many things that is life, if that makes sense. And any person who goes to hate on me, they don't know me. They don't spend every waking moment with me. They're not in my brain. They may see a video of someone saying that I was rude to them or whatever, but in reality, every single one of the millions of people that watch my video have had a bad day and they've been rude to someone. But the difference is that doesn't get put on blast, you know? I know that I'm not a bad person. And even if there are videos out there of people saying I was rude to them or I did something wrong or whatever, I know that there aren't videos out there of me giving money to homeless people or me sitting up and giving advice to people or me being there for my friends or the good things that I do. And I don't want to be that YouTuber that gets hate and people say I'm a bad person. And I'm like, look, see, I'm giving to charity. Look, see, I'm giving money to homeless people. Look, see, I'm giving advice to my fans. Look, see, look at me, I'm talking people out of suicide. Like, I don't care if people see a video of me where someone says I was rude or a bad person, because I know in my heart that I'm not. And when people ask me if I regret scandals or shitty things happening to me or me being shitty, of course I regret those moments of time where I could have been a better person. At the same time, the place in life that I am and the mindset that I have is all because of everything fucked up I've ever done, everything fucked up that's ever happened to me. I think that at this point in life, I'm at such a great mindset, such a great outlook on the world. And of course, I wish I could post a video and every single comment was people loving me. Everyone wishes that. Everyone wishes that it was all rainbows and butterflies and nice shit. But I do think that I'm meant to be where I am in the path that I am in this life, because like maybe everything I've ever done was meant to happen so that I could get the fucking hate that I get, so that I could continue to post videos and continue to be happy and continue to live my best life and continue to not give a fuck what the haters say, so that I can show the people who love and support me that even if people are hating on you and even if people are giving you a bunch of shit and even if people have the worst things to say about you and people call you things that you know you're not, but it still hurts, whatever, that you can live through that and you can be happy through that. Like maybe that was exactly my purpose, was to show all of the young people watching me that I can get all this hate and I can still be happy, so can you, you know? Get messages every day from people saying like, if you can get as much hate as you do and you can still be happy, I can get through my ex-boyfriend treating me like shit. I can get through being bullied at school. I can get through people commenting shitty shit on my pictures. Like, you powering through the hate inspires me. And maybe that's exactly why I'm meant to be exactly where I am in this life. And I can look at all the hate I get in two ways. I can be like, God, everyone hates me. I hate my life. I'm gonna delete my YouTube channel. Or I can be like, that doesn't matter. The people who hate me don't know me. They're defining me by only my mistakes, when in reality, everybody makes mistakes. And I know in my heart and my soul that I've grown from those and that I've learned from those and that I'm not that person in that video and that I'm not that person that someone else says I am, or I'm not that person that people are commenting in the comments below saying I am, you know? And maybe I'm meant to experience that to help people going through getting hate or getting bullied. I've noticed on the internet, it's one of those things that once people hate someone, it's popular to hate them, you know? Not only do videos of people hating me get a fuck ton of views, not only do hate comments get a fuck ton of thumbs up, but at this point, a lot of it's just bandwagon. Yes, there are people out there that absolutely hate me to be valid reasons. Like, I see so many comments where someone's just like, stupid dumb bitch bimbo, like unsubscribed, and it'll get like 500 thumbs up. But then they'll be on my next video commenting like, fuck you, your stories are fake. Like, I thought you unsubscribed. Like, it all has began to like unfaze me, if that makes sense. And that's another thing, like, just to touch on that really quickly, because that's not the point of this video. I don't care if people think what I'm saying is fake, if people believe me or they don't believe me. I've made it a point to, with my stories and with videos that I make, especially recently, be as credible as I can, have people that were there, you know, show live footage, or like I just uploaded a video about getting arrested in London, like show the stamp on my passport so people can Google it. And there's always gonna be people saying it's fake. Does that mean I'm gonna stop making story times for the people who enjoy it? It's so funny to me because those people are like, God, yeah, I hate her, whatever. You're still giving me a view. You're still paying my fucking bills. No matter how much you hate me, you are only helping me, if that makes sense. And that only makes what I do even more accessible and awesome and wider ranged for the people who do support me. Why would I ever let that stop me? I've always said from the very beginning, if I lied in my stories, that would get rid of my credibility, which would make what I do impossible. What I do is literally based on credibility. So I know in my heart and my soul, I'm gonna keep being credible. And if people don't want to fucking believe me, I don't care. If you live your entire life trying to make other people believe you, or trying to make other people happy, or trying to please other people, you will never be happy yourself. And I see so many YouTubers go down that road where they start getting hate comments about the way they dress, so they dress differently. But then they're getting hate comments about that way. Or they're a normal weight and people say that they're too fat, so they lose a bunch of weight, and then people say that they're too skinny. Or they cuss in their videos and people say they're too vulgar, so they stop cussing, and then people say they've changed. And I guess that brings me to my next point. No matter what I do, no matter what anyone does, there's always gonna be someone who has something negative to say about you. No matter how much I change and grow as a person and show that I've changed and show that I've grown, there's always gonna be someone commenting, I miss the old Tana. If I continue to be vulgar as fuck, people are gonna be like, you're so vulgar and disgusting, like kids watch this, like you're a role model. Even though I never signed up to be a role model, I never said I wanted to be a role model, I'm just being myself. But then if I stopped cussing, people will be commenting, I miss the old Tana again. No matter what you do, there's always gonna be someone having something negative to say about you, about what you're doing. So why ever do anything for anyone else but yourself? And that's why I'm still here doing what I want and what I love, because I know that no matter what I do, if I turn my entire channel around to no more story times because people think I'm not credible, to nothing vulgar anymore because people think the shit I say is too far and too much. I took out all my extensions because people were saying that my tracks were showing, and I did my makeup lighter because people said that I look like a bimbo, and I wore more modest clothes because people say I dress like a slut, and I never did a brand deal again, or never did another wildflower case because people said I was a sellout and I wanted to make money, and I changed it all around. Then people would say I've changed and I'm too modest and I'm not funny anymore and I'm not fun, and they miss the old me who was unfiltered, and they wish I would come out with things. Or for example, I remember posting on my main channel every day, and I would be getting hundreds of comments of people being like, we miss your vlogs, we wish you'd vlog, like your life is so interesting, like we want to see live footage of your everyday life, please start vlogging. And I was like, you know what, I really do want to start vlogging. So I start daily vlogging and posting a little less on my main channel. And then everyone's like, do you even fucking remember your main channel? Like, what the fuck, you stupid bitch? Like, you started with story times, like that's what you should be doing. Then I post a story time today and people are like, your vlogs are better. Like, you can never accommodate either side, so why not just do exactly what fucking makes you happy? When I was posting those vlogs of tour every day, I never had time on tour to sit down and film a story time. So instead, I was having so much fun vlogging all the crazy shenanigans that my friends and I would get into. And now that I'm home and doing stuff like this where I have free time, I want to sit down and talk to the camera more. And that's okay. Like, God forbid I'm fucking happy. This is my YouTube channel. I started it because that's what I was passionate about, and that's what makes me happy, if that makes sense. And people can say a lot about me, but I still have a lot of people that love and support me. And you can say everyone hates me now and everyone left and I have no supporters if you're a hater, but there are still people coming to my tour. At Playlist Live Orlando, my meet and greet sold out the fastest. We sold out 7,000 phone cases in hours when I dropped my wildflower case. Every day consistently, almost 1 million people open my Snapchats. The things that people say to me in group chats on Twitter are so kind. I mean, people can sit around and say that the whole world hates me now, but I still feel feel the love. And I think that that's another point of this video. That's life is all about what you focus on. I can focus on the top 20 comments on my story time video of everyone saying I'm fake and I've changed and I'm a bimbo, or I can focus on the amount of people who support me and love me no matter what, and understand that I'm only human, and understand that even though I share my life on the internet, I'm gonna make mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. And I think that that's what's important, and that's why I'm on this path, and I was given this exact life to be in this exact moment, because I get to sit down in front of this camera and I get to tell however many fucking people who watch this video in your life. You can focus on the bully at school who is picking you apart, or you can focus on your parents who love and care about you, or you can focus on mean comments on an Instagram photo you post, or you can focus on how much you know yourself and how much you love yourself, and those people leaving those comments don't know who you are and that you do. Life is always gonna be about perspective. Perspective on the hate, perspective on what people say about you, and the way that you take it is what will affect your mindset every day. And even if I got 9 hate comments, but I got one comment from someone saying, I had a horrible day, my parents were fighting, the 30 minutes of this video was the only thing that made me smile or laugh throughout the day. That's why I started doing what I was doing, because I sat in my room when my parents would fight every day and I hated my life, and I would watch Shane Dawson, and the only 10 minutes of my day where I would smile or I would laugh or I would feel anything positive would be when I would watch Shane's video. And I knew when I sat down to film my first video that that's what I wanted to do. And even if I'm getting hate now, I still got that one comment from someone saying I did that, saying that for the 30 minutes of their day, I made it better. So why wouldn't I focus on anything but that? Because that's why I sat down to film my first video. That's the old Tana. That's the part of me that never will change, you know? It makes me happy that I get to teach you guys that. I feel like over the last month or so, I've had the best month of my life. I feel like I've had such a spiritual enlightenment, moments of being so awoke. I feel so woke on my life path. And I know that that sounds insane, but it's like every day I feel like more and more I begin to realize that I am right here in this moment, surrounded by the people I'm surrounded with, doing the things that I'm doing with you guys, saying the things that I'm saying, experiencing the things that I'm experiencing, good or bad, specifically bad really, to learn as a person, to better myself, to learn about the world. And that even if someone leaves your life, or you get in a horrible fight with someone, or you experience incredible pain, or people are hating on you, or whatever, it literally is just all to teach you a lesson. And you are given the option to have the perspective of learning from those things and letting those things better you and continuing to become more and more enlightened as a person, or let them hold you back. And life is way too fucking short to let any of it hold you back. So to everybody that asks me 24/7, do you wish you could go back to the time where you were in your room with your dirty door and do it all over again? No, I don't, in the slightest at all. And I feel like so many people will probably be baffled or appalled by that statement. But the truth is, yes, I've done so many things along the way that were wrong as fuck, that I deserve to be called out for, I deserve the hate for. So many mistakes I've made. And there are obviously so many moments that I wish were easier, and life would be super cool if every single thing that everyone had to say about me was good. But that wasn't the life I was given or the path I was meant to walk. And I know that now. And I finally feel like I'm at a place in my life where I know that every ounce of hate or shit I get is and was for a reason. And it is about what I do with it. And I know that I am so fucking incredibly passionate about this, about what I do, about sitting down right now on the floor in front of my iPhone, saying what's on my mind, spreading the way that I feel in order to make people feel something else on the impact that I have, on the platform that I have. And I can let the negativity take that away from me or empower me to make it 10 times better. That is the only reason why I'm thankful for everything that's happened to me. Was I a fucking hypocrite? Absolutely. Was I a fucking idiot? Absolutely. Was I an asshole? Absolutely. Was I on my high horse? Absolutely. Were there moments where I was so fucking entitled? Absolutely. Have I made insensitive mistakes that I will regret forever? Absolutely. Have I said things that I wish I never said? Absolutely. But I'm a human being, and everybody on this fucking planet does that. And the only difference is my shit's out there for the world to see and everyone to fucking comment on. And whether people are gonna forgive me for my mistakes or not, I know that I make them, and I know I'm gonna keep fucking making them. Hi, I'm Tana Mongeau, and I'll probably continue to piss you off. I am incredibly impulsive and problematic and dramatic, and I can be a fucking brat just like everyone else. Am I a bad person? No. And everything that I do isn't out there for the world to see. It's only what I choose to put out there and what other people put out there, and people's interpretations of that still is not gonna ever be fully who I am. time. I am the only person who knows fully who I am, and I don't give a fuck what people have to say about me or the choices I make or what I do, because the only opinion that matters is mine. And I'm happy and I'm so grateful that I can impact others' lives and I can help other people. I can set an example for what not to do, and I can show you how to grow and learn from your mistakes, and that I can show you that what people say about you doesn't fucking define you or your happiness, and that no matter how many people are trying to tear you down, you can literally surpass it all and succeed and be happy. And that whatever life you're given, even if it's not fucking perfect, and even if there are a million shitty fucked up bumps down the road that hurt you and stress you out and upset you and you wish never happened, they are all only gonna make you exactly who you are. And so to everyone that hates me, that dislikes my videos, that comes and comments on them and says the worst fucking shit, the people that make that stupid overused Uber driver over dramatic meme joke on every single one of my videos so that they can get thumbs up and people can check out their channel with 3,000 subscribers, and people that call me a bimbo, and people that call me a liar, and people that tell me my stories are fake, and people that tell me they miss the old me, and whatever people have to say about me. If you hate me, you're still watching my videos, you're still giving me that view, you're still skipping through the ad and paying my fucking bills. So A, I don't hate you that much, and B, if you spend so much energy hating someone that you truly don't even know, that you just think you know, I think that says a lot more about you than it does about me. And I wish that whatever is hurting you in this world, for you to want to hurt other people and for you to want to tell me that I'm the worst person on this planet when you don't know me, I hope that whatever it is that fuels that hate in your heart so much for someone that you don't even know, I hope you heal from that, and I hope you fucking find happiness, and I hope that whatever it is that provokes you to hate someone else, you eventually search deep inside and figure out. And I want you to know that I always will see a difference between constructive criticism and hate, but the people out there that just fucking hate me and tell me to kill myself and I'm the worst person ever or whatever, I feel so much sorrier for them than I could ever hate them or dislike them, really. And for everyone who thinks everything I do is a fucking fake bullshit and the old Tana's gone, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry you think that, but I know in my heart that it's not. And I'm not out here to prove to you who I am. And I'm not ever gonna be out here changing every little thing about me to make everyone who doesn't like me and picks me apart because my face is out here on the internet for millions of people to see happy. I'm not gonna change all of those little things to make those people happy, because as soon as I change all of those little things, all of those fucking people will find a million more little things to pick apart and tell me I'm doing wrong. Man, I'm gonna continue to, just like I was in my first fucking video, unapologetically, unfilteredly be myself. The only difference now is I've grown up a lot, I've made a lot of mistakes, I've learned from them. I refuse to change who I am for people that don't like me. I'm not ever gonna stop doing what I love and what I'm passionate about because other people tell me to. And I feel like I've learned a lot about life and a lot about the world. But even though I feel that way, in 5 years from now, I'll probably look back at this video and be like, bitch, you didn't know shit. But that's the beauty of life. We are always growing and learning as humans. And I don't care if anyone hates me. And if anything, I'm thankful that I get to be the person who receives that hate, so that the 12-year-old girl in middle school where people are attacking her for being herself and being the weird kid like I was, who can't take it and who isn't strong enough yet in this world to understand why people treat people like that, and understand why people hate people, and understand that it has nothing to do with her and who she is, but more them and who they are. I'm glad I can be an example for that 12-year-old girl and show her, yo, you can get that hate and you can still be a strong ass, badass bitch with self-worth up to fucking here, who isn't gonna change for anybody. So to everybody asking me how I feel about the hate now in this time of my YouTube channel, and to everybody saying I've changed, and to everybody hating on me, that's my response. Haters, keep hating, because A, you give me the possibility to help people who love me and need help and are getting hate in this world. To people who are constructive as fuck of me, keep being constructive. I always want to grow, I always want to learn, I always want to be called out for my mistakes. To people who love me, thank you so much for loving me. I love you more than you will ever know. You guys saved my life and you continue to do it every day, and I want to do nothing but save yours and help you in any way that I can. And to people who are telling me I've changed, thank you, because I have, and I love who I am now. I loved who I was then, but I've done nothing but grow, and I don't think that that's an insult, and I don't think the phrase you've changed should have a negative connotation anymore. If you're 18 watching this video right now, look back to when you were 13. You've probably changed a fuck ton, huh? You've probably made a lot of mistakes that you would hate if the whole world knew about and had something to say about, huh? You've probably grown and learned from those mistakes, and you're glad they're in the past, and you're probably not that person anymore because you've changed. and that's okay. I'm thankful to everyone who's ever fucking called me out, and I love life. I think that in the moments of me being called out for my bullshit, and in the moments where I was fearful of if I could keep doing this, or fearful of if people would still love me and support me, I began to respect, understand, and realize the fragility of what I do and the fragility of life. And it's made me so much more appreciative of everything, whether it's you guys, whether it's the things that I get the opportunities to do because of you guys, whether it's you guys' stories or ways I've helped you guys. I think that in this point of life, I am the most appreciative of it that I've ever been. And that's because I've seen the negative and the worst and the horrible sides of it all, which has made me appreciate all of the amazing things I'm getting to do so much more. You can let the lows drag you the fuck down, or you can let the lows make you appreciate the highs. And I think that the lows definitely made me appreciate the highs, and they will continue to. I wanted to make this video for so long, and I still feel like I have so much more to say, and I really missed sitting down just doing this, rambling, and not feeling the need to be so fucking funny so that people would comment, oh my god, she's back, you're funny again, like your stories are good, blah blah blah. Like, I don't feel like I need that validation anymore. I know who I am as a human. Sitting down unfilteredly and just fucking talking about the way I feel about hate feels really dope. And if I have ever helped you through any hate you've ever gotten in this life, or anything bad that's ever happened to you, where I've helped you to have a new perspective toward that, thank you for giving me that opportunity, because that's why I do what I do, and that's why I started what I do, and that's why I will never stop doing what I do. So yeah, I think after filming this, the way that I feel right now, the literal pure joy in my soul made me want to put this on my main channel, because I honestly want anyone who hates me and clicks on a fucking story time to leave a mean comment on my main channel to watch this. And I want anyone who loves me and supports me but sees all of that hate and wonders how I deal with it to watch this, because I want the people who love and support me, especially on my biggest platform, to see this side of me and to know that that's how I feel. And I don't want to just only give you guys crazy, wild, hilarious, funny storytime Tana on this channel, because like there's also woke ass Tana who's learned a lot and grown as a human, and this is how she feels every single day, and I want to share that side of you with this channel. Here's to almost 3 years ago, I sat down on my iPhone and said whatever the fuck was on my mind, and 3 years later to sit down and still do that, but have grown so much as a person and grown so much with you guys, and to be so purely happy with everything in my life, not because my life is perfect, but because of everything I've learned, feels incredible. And thank you to anyone who has ever joined me on this journey, whether it was first video, second video, a million subscribers, or right now, because I wouldn't fucking be here with this mindset if it wasn't for you. And if you guys want me to keep making videos like this where I sit down and just talk about things deep, and I'm not funny and I'm not crazy and I'm not wild and I'm not obnoxious, I'm probably still obnoxious, but I definitely could keep this up. I used to have a series on my channel called Tana Talks where I would talk about things, and I have so much to say about my family life, about what I've learned about money, about even just the YouTube community as a whole, and what it actually feels like to be a YouTuber, and the money that we receive and the hate that we get, and the things I've learned and seen in this YouTube community, and relationships and the world and people. I literally have a million things I could continue to make these videos about. So if you like this, tell me. If you think I should have fucking put this on my vlog channel, tell me and I'll start doing that. I love you guys, and the fact that right now I am in such a beautiful place, having such an incredible time, and I got to sit down and film this, made everything perfect. Like, the way I feel right now is a feeling that I wish for every single person, even the haters, even the people who fucking hate me. I wish nothing but pure happiness for them as well. And that's another thing that if I ever do continue this series, I want to talk about how money, material things, and a perfect life and a perfect world is not at all what brings you happiness. And I feel like over this journey, over the past 3 years, I have learned so much about that. My life is still the furthest thing from perfect. I still live in a fucking shitty apartment. I still have drama with people. I still fight with my family. I still deal with so many things that make my life not perfect, but I am so happy because I've finally realized that. And I could make a whole video about that, so I'm gonna shut up. But I love you guys and thank you, because I would not be here in this mindset. I think I would still definitely be that more ignorant, younger, naiver, less wise girl I was in my first video if it wasn't for all of the things I've gone through. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just grateful to be where I am now, you know? If you love me, I love you. If you hate me, keep fucking hating. Make sure to subscribe. Click that little bell to turn your notifications on. Hit me up on any of my social media platforms below, because that's what I'm doing when I'm not here. I've vlog all the time because it makes me happy, and if you want to subscribe to that channel, that's in the description as well. I love you guys. I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.